Hello everybody, welcome back. In the last episode, Taurus Demon just did an SD. And in this episode, we will be taking on Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Anyways, off screen, I leveled up and was able to get the Zweihander on me. And also, somebody dropped a Hollow Soldier Waistcloth, which has more poise and actually weighs less. Yes. Now then, there's something interesting I gotta point out here. That was a bit of an issue for me. I'm just gonna put this on even though I can't even use it. Now, basically, what happens is, high legs, basically, the heavier you are, the slower your roll is. Right now I have a fat roll because I'm over-encumbered. I used to be over-encumbered thanks to the base cannon switch. But now it's a different story. Now I improvised a little bit and took off a little bit of things, and now I'm slightly more mobile. And we're also going to get an item that alleviates this significantly, thanks to my Master Key. Thank you, Master Key. You are my friend. Now then, this actually is this is a later game area. You're not actually supposed to access this area until a lot later into the game. However, I don't care. We're gonna access it because of a certain character that's down here. An infamous character, especially from Dark Souls 2. Hi. This is Havel the Rock. AKA the character with the highest poise stat in all of Dark Souls. And possibly the highest strength stat. I know for a fact his poise stat is definitely the highest. And god damn, this man had a lot of health. Basically, in order for us to win this, we have to just keep backstabbing him. And because he's slow as hell, and he's an AI and retarded. Just wait for him to attack, circle him, his attacks are very slow, very predictable, and I can just keep hitting him. I did not want to do that. Okay. Alright. Backstab hitboxes in Dark Souls 1. Okay. Ooh. The big problem is that Havel's so strong for this early in the game, he can do that. Yeah. He can just I think that was my first legitimate death in the series, other than me just SDing into those demons. No, to the skellies. Now then, that was embarrassing. Let's take two. Okay. Big problem is that this weapon is very slow. It's not actually my main weapon of choice. I actually don't really like the Zweihander that much. It's just comparable to the weapon I do like. It's definitely slower. It is a downgrade when it comes to speed. I'll hit that. Parry frames. Boom. Boom. Yeah. It does have a lot of great range. This weapon does have really good range. It's very powerful. If I had higher poise, this weapon would be a lot more useful. But we can't have everything. Wait, was this a Hollow Warrior or a Hollow Soldier? Fuck, it's a Hollow Warrior. I might upgrade to the Hollow Soldier eventually. Yeah. Because, interestingly, it actually has, for legging, it has the highest poise stat in comparison to weight. So, in theory, it's the most bang for your buck. Fuck. Now then. Whoa. Swing. No, swing charity, aha. Fuck you. Ow. Now then. The sword is as large as I am. I am able to one-hand this thing. Okay. Eventually we're gonna go full on Final Fantasy VII with my main weapon. But this is actually realistic. Historically, these things were used to break up pike formations. And they were possible to use with one hand if you were strong enough. But not with one hand, with two hands. They were meant with two hands. Why did I say with one hand? It's crazy. One man is what I meant. Okay, Havel. Alright, Havel. Round 2. Let me grab my souls. Okay. Okay. I gotta be very careful with this fight. This has gotta be the most... Ornstein and Smo ain't got shit on this dude. Yeah. Oh god. Oh god. Ugh. At this point, this whole episode is just gonna be Havel. It's just gonna be Havel and the first shortcut. Because, holy shit. Because I cannot. Okay, heavy hits. We good. Now, with Havel, the Estus doesn't really matter against Havel because he's just gonna one-shot me anyway. Granted, I like being topped off on my health bar just for peace of mind. And maybe the hope of survival? Oh, but chances are not gonna. Havel's capable of one-shotting you anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, he's not worth using a resin on. I prefer to save those for actual bosses. Now, hit. Okay. Now, what's great is I don't have to care. What's great for later in the playthrough is that I'm not gonna be doing Blighttown. Okay, that's a stretch. I am going to be doing Blighttown, but I really don't want to. I'm probably in that episode, I'm just gonna go on a fucking rant about how much I hate Blighttown and why I will always skip it. It is the most pointless area. Hey, I got a longsword. That's useful, I guess. Yeah, it's useful. That's probably like the best dex weapon in the game. The best quality weapon in the game, if you have equal strength and dex. Which a lot of people do. I don't fault you if you do. Ooh, I usually go for that in other games, but in this game, nah. Mainly because my primary weapon of choice benefits just from strength. And I only need 10 dex. Okay. Hit. Whoa. Whoa. Whoop. Boom. Boom. No. No. Okay. What's annoying is that a lot of time I'll buffer out a backstab, and I'll just end up doing a second hit. I gotta stop doing that. I gotta be a little more careful. That was almost really bad. Havel. Oh god. Oh my god, I'm alive. At this point, it's just gonna be Havel. I might even, like... Like, this is just gonna be the Havel video, isn't it? Filler. Yeah, I can pretty much do this in my sleep. So... Alright, let me just talk about why I haven't... Why this is not my favorite Dark Souls game. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to get crucified for this. Basically, what my biggest issue with this game is its frame rate. Okay, that sounds petty, but hear me out. Basically, on a lot of systems, including this one, the frame rate isn't the most stable in the world, especially on the likes of PS3 and 360 and PC. Granted, on PC there are mods to make it more stable, but the game itself does lag significantly. A lot of the time, this game, like, you'll notice when we get to, like, the dragon, for instance. Oh my god, the dragon is going to ruin the frame rate. The Undead Berg Red Drake is going to murder this game's frame rate. Frame rate be damned. Now, okay. But there is a lot about this game I love. Especially, I think this game is probably the best use of poise, in my opinion. Because Dark Souls 3 would be my favorite Dark Souls game, with the exception of Bloodborne, if not for the whole poise thing. And basically, I'm a heavy weapons user in all the Dark Souls games. I went the wrong way. I've always been a fan of poise, and in Dark Souls 3, for some reason the poise stat was, like, turned off or something. Something, like, I don't know, like, Havel's armor is literally useless. Useless for all that weight. And since I'm a heavy weapons user, I can't benefit from the poise stat anymore. And that means, like, the wolf ring does literally nothing. It is a vestigial item. Okay, Havel. Damage. I got the souls back. Okay. I'm probably gonna get a lot of levels out of this too. Okay. Okay. One more attempt. One more attempt before I take this guy out off screen. And otherwise, the sodium. The sodium chloride. Actually, you know what? At this point, okay, it's about 15 minutes in. At this point, I'm just gonna skip. I'm just gonna skip to when I actually beat Havel. I'm just gonna edit out the rest of the video and just skip Havel. Havel, you fucking... I don't care what you're cooking. Don't ask me if I can smell it. Fuck me. Why did I die to that? Yes! Yes! Woo! Finally! Oh my god. Alright. Oh my god. I'm glad that's over. Okay. He's finally dead. Fuck you, Havel. I got the Hollow Soldier armor and Hollow Soldier waistcloth off screen. But now, we have Havel's ring. Basically what it does is that it increases my equipment load by default, meaning I don't have to care. Basically, just... Oh my god, I'm so happy. Oh my god. Alright. Next time. I'm actually gonna do something other than Havel.